The Effect of Social Media on Well-Being by Jeanine Johnson. Forbes magazine states that scrolling is the new smoking, an addictive habit that we spend more than 142 minutes a day on. From 2012 to 2019, social media use increased by 1 hour a day. There are currently 7.75 billion people in the world, with 49% being active social media users. Researchers are finding that the use of social media in excess can cause anxiety and depression, and social influence is listed as a risk factor for generalized anxiety disorder. Being secluded from face-to-face contact, daily doom scrolling, and fear of missing out are just 3 habits of social media users that can become addictive and harmful to one's well-being. Negative habit number 1. Spending too much time on social media inhibits face-to-face contact and can cause depression. The affirmation and support received on social media can become addictive. To some, affirmation on social media becomes tied to self-worth and becomes a hard habit to quit. A social media habit can grow to be considered an addiction because it causes users to crave more and more affirmation. This in turn leads to hours and hours of wasted time on social media. Alexander Hamlet, a psychologist at the Child Mind Institute, says that the less you are connected with human beings in a deep, empathetic way, the less likely you're going to get the benefits of a social interaction. The more superficial it is, the less likely it is to cause you to feel connected, which is something we all need. Engaged face-to-face time is important for making memories and reinforcing the sense of belonging that a family provides. Some might argue that they find community on social media. However, spending too much time on social media steals from other aspects of our lives. Negative habit number 2. Doom scrolling causes anxiety. Merriam-Webster defines doom scrolling and doom surfing as new terms referring to the tendency to continue to surf or scroll through bad news, even though the news is saddening, disheartening, or depressing. The repetition of repeatedly going over a problem without completion raises anxiety, and depression deepens. It can be argued that especially during stressful times such as the COVID-19 pandemic, it is important to stay informed. However, psychologists say that doom scrolling social media really provides no answers to our problems. It simply creates additional anxiety during an already stressful time. Negative habit number 3. Fear of missing out can cause feelings of inadequacy. Forbes magazine says, the fear of missing out, a phenomenon first identified in 2000 by marketing strategist Dan Herman and later allegedly coined by Patrick McGinnis, is apparently one of the stronger drivers of social media use. According to a 2013 Fix infographic, 67% of users feared they would miss something without their social media fix. You can be anything, but you can't be everything. The fear of missing out refers to the feeling or perception that others are having more fun, living better lives, or experiencing better things than you are. It involves a deep sense of envy and affects self-esteem. We often compare others' best features against our average features, and our thinking becomes self-destructive. Abraham Maslow, an American psychologist and philosopher, best known for his self-actualization theory of psychology, teaches that one of the most important needs for humans is for self-actualization or achievement. However, constantly comparing ourselves on social media can block our ability to fulfill our need for self-actualization. This can leave us with a negative view of ourselves, our future, and the world. Some might argue that this is not a practice that they would choose to engage in. However, addiction exerts a powerful influence on the brain that manifests in three distinct ways: craving for the object of addiction, loss of control over its use, and continuing involvement with it despite adverse consequences. The three premises above prove that social media can be harmful to one's well-being, and that spending too much time on social media can increase anxiety and lead to depression. A self-actualizing human lives a rich, well-rounded, meaningful life and avoids that which can harm this goal. While we don't need to restrict social media use completely, there's so much more that we could do with that 2 hours a day, such as pursue our master's degree, spend time with our family, take a walk, learn to cook a new keto recipe, take care of yourself and live life to its fullest. Stay away for 30 days. Can you do it? I challenge you.